starting with the team from Israel. And now, please welcome the team from New Zealand. And now, if I could have everyone please stand and remove your caps as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthems. We'll be starting with the national anthem of Israel. And now, please remain standing as we present the national anthem of New Zealand. All right, ladies, let's shake hands as you cross the benches. We have 5 minutes of game time.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Long Beach, California for the final day of the 2023 World Aquatics Women's Water Polo World Cup. We are on to our placement round, and up first, the 7th place match as New Zealand, preparing to enter the water, will take on Israel, all part of a jam-packed day here at Long Beach City College. We'll take you up to 7 p.m. Pacific time, and our gold medal match with Team USA taking on the Netherlands. Joining you poolside, the former USA national teamer and All-American at UCLA, Cody Roberts. Greg Meskel here with you to wrap up what's been a great weekend of water polo here in Southern California. And a chance for some teams to go out with a victory, even if they're not where they wanted to be when we talk about medals and podiums and placements. And we start first with New Zealand and Israel. Cody, and I don't think either of these teams came into this weekend thinking they were going to battle for a medal, but they did want to get better ahead of World Championship competition. Let's start with Israel. What you've liked from them so far, and maybe what they want to try and do today in this final match.
I think my favorite thing about Israel is how much fire they've been playing with. I think it's easy to come into a tournament like this and be super intimidated by maybe these other countries who have a lot of international experience under their belts, and they've come into this tournament firing from the very beginning and really play with a lot of energy and a lot of heart, so I've loved seeing that from them.
And then conversely, we turn to New Zealand. This is a team that a lot of college water polo fans in the U.S. will recognize because they're so well represented across many schools. They have shown moments of brilliance, but the challenge of putting it all together has still loomed large.
Yeah, I think the frustration for the New Zealand team is not necessarily playing up to their potential. They have a lot of pieces and they're doing a lot of things right, like you mentioned, but really just capitalizing on those opportunities that they've earned is going to be a real turning point for them if they can do that today.
So we're looking at the Israel bench and head coach Mavroudis against his counterpart Angie Winstanley-Smith. And Megan Thompson on the bench as well, the former University of the Pacific coach. That's Megan Thompson there on your screen. As we're just about set to get this one underway, New Zealand in the white caps, Israel in the blue caps. Our officials for this contest from the U.S., Ms. DeBejian, from Australia, Ms. Suzaki. And the teams will get lined up to get started. Not many changes, as we told you throughout the weekend. Slight tweaks to these rosters as we go. Teams bringing 15, having to select 13 for Israel. They activate Noga Levenstein in place of Rani Gazit. That's their only change. We saw Israel use both of their keepers yesterday. Ayelet Perez did the bulk of the work. New Zealand, they started Bridget Leyburn in cage and then brought in Jessica Milicic. Milicic getting the start again here today. So we'll see if they go halves again with their goalkeepers, as now we are ready to get this one underway on a perfect sunny day in Southern California. No clouds to be found, and it's Israel getting there first to control the opening sprint with Kordenskaya, and they'll get started on offense. Live stats available courtesy of Micro Plus Timing. Head to worldaquatics.com or usawaterpolo.org to access a live scoring link for all the matches here at the Water Polo World Cup. Inside, good turn and a penalty. Israel working for their center, pouring it into Noah Sassover, and able to spin inside, took our defender for a bit of a ride and sets up a 6-on-5. The 5-meter, bar out, and the rebound controlled by Milicic. So great opportunity early here for Israel, and they're unable to convert on the penalty try. That was just a miss off the post. See if New Zealand can take advantage here. They go into Nicholson. She gets the turn, and that quick shot controlled by Perez. So each team getting good looks here in different ways early on. Still scoreless in this opening minute. It was Bogachenko off the mark on that penalty try previously for Israel. Here's the entry to about 5 meters, but not really on the hand, trying to get things into Sassover, just tipped away and stolen by New Zealand.
We touched on it yesterday, but as a center defender, knowing where your help is coming from and seeing once the ball is entered, you have to decide if you're going to try to prevent them from shooting, throw your hands up and wait for your teammate to come steal the ball. So they did a really nice job there of using patience and showing hands.
Outside attempt from Houghton, who's performed well offensively in this tourney, but Perez is there for the block. Houghton 2 goals yesterday in the loss. So New Zealand losing to Italy 17-7 yesterday, lost to the Netherlands 15-5 on day 1 of the quarterfinals. Israel lost to Team USA on Friday 16-6 and then dropped a 22-11 decision to Greece yesterday. A lot of goals scored yesterday. See if on this final day it's more of a defensive battle. Scoreless here with 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
And Quinn takes the first pass for New Zealand. This is the back out for the assist.
Shot clock to 8. Timer to 4 from the outside, and another nice save. Perez ranging left to knock that down. Offensive. We talked about fatigue during this weekend. Cody, you have to imagine here, third game in 3 days here, seeing a little bit of a tired factor as well.
Yeah, definitely both teams showing a little bit of a lack of energy as in comparison to the past 2 days, of course.
Lob attempt is on the money for Emerson Houghton. That's our first goal in this one, and Houghton converts on the lob try. Second look at Houghton. Tough stuff for the keeper. Perez knew where it was going, just could not get there in time. Our first goal comes from the Kiwis, and they're in front now, 1-0. 5:08 to play in this first quarter. Here's the entry in the backhand. That's pretty. Grip it and rip it on the inside from Noah Sassover. And Israel has the equalizer. And we talked about this day as we wrapped up yesterday, as you see Sassover put it home. One of the exciting things, you'd think all these matchups now should be pretty even up. We should have 4 pretty competitive games.
Yeah, I would agree. I think each team is wanting to end this tournament on a high, and this is going to be a great competitive day, I think, throughout all 4 matches.
We got the bronze medal match coming up at 5, gold at 7 here. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. That pass going in, looking for shorter Robinson, and she couldn't hang on. And back to Israel now on the attack. They've got help down the middle. Good look over the top, but just a little high, trying to connect with Strugel. Needed that one a bit lower on the water, and instead, New Zealand comes up with the steal. Shot clock to 10. Now down to 3. New Zealand running low on opportunities. That low skip. Perez getting into that cage to keep the ball out on the tough angle. And we stay level at 1.
And now Bogachenko crosses over. Sassover works into center forward. This time, Galt picking up the defense.
Shot clock to 8 for Israel. Now 4. Strugel takes a look, tries the lob, and has it on the money. Shunit Strugel with her first, and Israel goes ahead 2-1. Great placement here from the veteran. Defense knows she's got to shoot it more than likely given the shot clock situation, and was able to find the corner.
Israel does a really nice job of going one-on-one with their defender, whether that's getting inside water on a drive or cutting off on the counterattack, but sometimes it leaves them a little bit off balance in their offense, which you could see there. So that was a good save with that shot at the end of the shot clock.
Nicholson didn't like it. What are you seeing defensively from Israel now?
I mean, they're running.
Oh, goal there from the outside. So that, whatever it wasn't working there as Houghton hits for her second. But in general, what have they deployed thus far?
It seems like they're picking off of one person and just dropping a defender right in front of the center. So I think they're selecting which shooter they would want to have the ball on the outside and dropping off of them, trying to avoid getting that ball into center. New Zealand has proven they can draw a lot of ejections at the center position. So I think the fewer man-down opportunities for them, the better for Israel.
And New Zealand has put on a clinic this weekend in drawing opportunities. And speaking of clinics, how about that power move in at around 3 meters from Alma Yacobi? Quick catch and release. Nice power turn there. Got her defender a little turned around, and as I mentioned, New Zealand, they've drawn a lot of exclusions, haven't always converted the way they would like to, but that's been a positive, and Yacobi able to get on the board here. And now a power play. First 6 on 5 we'll see, and as we talked about, it's New Zealand drawing the chance. Shot clock to 5. Houghton, low skip, difficult angle for Galt, and Libby Galt able to convert on the power play. And New Zealand comes back to tie things 3-3. Libby Galt, the University of Hawaii team member, able to convert there on the skip. Little drive through now. Deflected. Praetorian trying to go inside. Batted away. And comes back to the keeper, Milicic. She'll look to outlet. Pushing ahead now to Caitlin Howarth. Another goal. New Zealand quick back-to-back strikes, this time from Bernadette Doyle. More Rainbow Wahine well represented here on this New Zealand squad as Doyle converts. She had 3 yesterday. And New Zealand goes in front 4-3. And for the first time in 3 days for both of these teams, a lot of what they're trying to do on offense is working. They've run into such difficult defenses, and it has to be fun as well just to be able to execute some of your game plan.
Yeah, I think just being able to compete with the team that is more, suited to your level of play, especially at the end of a tournament, is going to be a good test for them.
Kick out here on Houghton. Power play for Israel with 1:24 to go. Shot clock to 9. Strugel, that pass gets away, and it is stolen. That's Millie Quinn, and then on the way down, an exclusion. New Zealand is about to have a big advantage. Quinn gets the steal, the exclusion is called, and a 2-on-1 is developing right now. New Zealand moving in. Shorter Robinson gives to Quinn. Blocked away, Perez. And they'll say field blocked, in fact. Strugel knocking that one away before it ever got to the keeper. That is tremendous recovery defense from Israel. What a field block there from Schunit Strugel. And now Strugel doing it all. The field block to stop a short goal on one end and then scores on the other. Going 2-2 here to make it happen.
It's a tough swing for New Zealand there. I think Shorter Robinson is wishing she would have shot that one on her own instead of dishing it off.
And then just great defense from Strugel to get in front of that on what, to your point, really should have been a very likely goal for New Zealand. So that's been one of the frustrating moments for them in this tournament. They've had a couple of those plays where on paper you say certainly they'll score, and then it hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
We'll have a power play here now with 21 seconds left. All tied at 4 in this first quarter. Field block, Kordanskaya. Shot clock is off. Long range, and an easy stop there from Ilicic. Israel probably had a little more time to advance, but that's the way the first quarter closes. 8 minutes gone by in our 7th place matchup, and Israel and New Zealand, they have their offenses working. We're even at 4. We return with the second.
Okay, in attack, what are we doing? What did we say we're doing? Great drive, Libby, by the way. We're going to go 3 to the right. We need to move the ball, okay? In defense, we cannot allow on a press the ball to swing and there be an entry pass. That's why we got in trouble here, okay? If you're inside the 6, just foul and move over your legs if they're playing double post. Easy, no problem. Centre backs, when the ball goes to the wing, you have to step inside. It's an extra stroke. If you think you're there, just do another one, okay? 4 goals is great. Yeah, we're in the game. We're in the game, we're competing. We knew this was going to be a competition. We're in the game and we're competing, okay? We've had a lot of counter-attack opportunities. Be brave. Go in, move the goalie, yeah? Go, then look for the cross pass. Shoot down, bounce shots to beating this goalie off the hand, yeah? All right, girls.
Let's go, guys. Start it.
Guys,
It's in
these moments that we need to be most disciplined.
We're not posting out from the 5, are we?
No. Discipline and playing together.
Hey, long way to go. Come on, 0
Play together.
Let's go. No.
Second quarter ahead here in Long Beach. 7th place match, Israel and New Zealand, even at 4. These two teams, they emerged from the Division II qualifier that took place in Berlin, Germany in early May. Israel finished at the top of their group with South Africa. They were joined by Uzbekistan and Ukraine, and were able to make their way past Ukraine in a lopsided affair to help confirm their spot. Piled up 26 goals, ended up being the difference maker. They had a plus 54 goal differential in their group. For New Zealand, also from that Division II qualifier, they were grouped up with Kazakhstan, the host Germany, and Great Britain. Here's a look on the inside, meanwhile. Flutorian trying to work her way past the defense and the keeper, and that is controlled. So in those crossover matches that helped confirm spots for this World Cup, it was New Zealand over South Africa, 16-3. Israel over Kazakhstan, 19-8. That earned spots here. It was the names we've talked about this weekend. Emerson Houghton had 4 big goals in that final. And then Mia Bogachenko with 5 for Israel in the win. That shot's off the mark.
Back to the hands of Israel.
And that's a nice wrinkle to this event, as we talked about it being reformatted. Formerly the World League Super Final. World Cup had been an every 4-year event. The U.S. has won the last 3. The Netherlands have won the most all time. But now this is the plan to become an annual event like the Super Final was. But you open up an opportunity for more teams to participate with that Division II qualifier. A takeaway here, not necessarily more teams, but I guess different teams. It typically was just the 8 best teams, and now you have an opportunity, like the World Championships do, to get a couple of emerging countries involved.
Right, which is great for the existing, established teams, and it's great for the newer teams. Really mix it up. You end up playing the same teams over and over again, so it's nice to have some variety there.
Well, you said it on Friday night, right? The idea that the U.S. is playing someone in Israel that they had never played before, that's such a foreign idea because it's the same team so often.
Mm-hmm.
2 minutes gone by in this second quarter. No goals just yet, 4-4 after one. That may change. Power play will go against New Zealand. That's on Doyle. And Israel makes a count. Score it for number 6, Hila Futorian. And so they add another power play goal. There's Futorian. Hila Futorian, I told you, competes for the Pacific Tigers and had a banner season just a couple of weeks ago, really. The 2023 year ended. Futorian finished with 56 goals. She had 17 multi-goal games and was 4th in the conference in the GCC. No surprise she was an all Golden Coast first team pick. So that was a big get for the Pacific Tigers. Just announced the new women's head coach, Candice Vorback, taking over the program there, as James Graham will focus on the men's side. But you look at the roster, there are a lot of young players in this Israel team, and cool to see one go to the college ranks. We might see more, as now a turnover. A fast break developing. No surprise that Strugel, who has endless energy, is out in front, puts on the brakes and hammers it home. She can play. She's a baller out here.
I mean, she has played. I would be curious to see her minutes because she rarely goes out. And she is the first one on the counterattack every single time. It's super impressive.
35 years old and dragging these kids up and down the pool.
That's a leader right there.
So 2 for Strugel on the fast break, 3 overall. And a 6-4 lead for Israel. You know, Israel fans are watching and saying, of course, Shinner Strugel can play. We've seen her play for a long time, but the new audience getting a chance to watch her, and she's leaving no doubt about how talented she is. A power play here for New Zealand. Shot clock to 4. Extra pass and out of play.
And Israel killing off the penalty and back to full strength.
Passing continuing to be a little bit of a struggle for this New Zealand group.
The pass goes too far down and out there.
And then Israel joins them with an overpass. But you're right, there's just been that, and it's usually, you understand the idea, they're trying to make the extra pass or to free someone up, but then there's just something slightly off and it can result in a turnover.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway through the second quarter. That's a bar out on a lengthy skip shot try from Galt.
Israel back on offense. And they connect Kordenskaya.
Israel again pushing the envelope. Kordenskaya now. 2 hanging back. So a little 5-on-5 here. Now filling a lane, Farakash. Sassover on the inside. Turn and step and just high of the cage. Houghton there providing some difficult defense. It was a 4-4 game after one. Israel 2 unanswered here in the second. Shorter Robinson trying to post up. Perez off her line to come up with that takeaway. And now Kordenskaya. Into the front court. Strugel left alone at 6 meters. They pick her up now. Sassover turning, backing up, and they force the ball under. The help coming again from New Zealand. So Israel got a couple of clean looks into Noah Sassover early. New Zealand has seen this now, and they're starting to come with a crash.
area on the outside.
2:37 remaining. First half. That's a beautiful delivery from Libby Galt. It didn't seem like it had a good chance, but Libby Galt powers that home for her second.
1 point meaning. 2:32.
Check out the replay here. That has to bounce through 2 shot blockers and then up past Perez.
Really nice shot there. They were the one, I mean, she was the player that they decided to drop off of, not half court, so I think they're going to have to rethink that next time she has the ball in her hand.
Galt, a former all Big West selection at Hawaii. Part of another great season for head coach Maureen Cole. They made it to the Big West final, had hopes of an at-large selection to the NCAA tourney, ended up not working their way. Strugel now. On the outside, thanks to the field block from Kate McKenty. McKenty, now Howarth. Gabrielle Milicic, and the ball will come out. We may have a discrepancy at the table. With 2:04 to play, first half, and a 6-5 lead for Israel.
Thank you for your patience. Want to verify the shot clock is accurate? It'll be just a moment.
So a clock verification issue. Talked about Galt and Doyle. We get our chance to see that Hawaii team, Cody, earlier this year. A group that is so represented by countries around the globe, but a fun team to watch.
Yeah, super talented group. They have a lot of firepower from the outside as far as shooters go, and just really known for their physical play. It's super fun to watch how they match up against the other teams in the Big West.
Certainly a contender next year in the women's college season, although with the Olympics coming up and the Paris Games just a year away, you'll see a lot of the best players in the college space step away for a redshirt year to train with their national teams. And so those Olympic years in the college space are always an interesting season. It feels a little bit more up for grabs.
Yeah, 100%.
So the delay here, checking the shot clock to make sure that it is accurate.
A welcome break for all the athletes in the pool. They're happy.
You never had a problem with a stoppage for a clock check?
No, as long as it was only a couple minutes long,
Yeah.
It's a nice little breather.
And that's what folks that don't play water polo are always surprised by, that just being in the water and treading is considered rest.
Yeah. Yes. This game is not easy.
Two minutes, 9 seconds to play. Coming up at 3 p.m. local time, our 5th place matchup, Italy will meet Greece. From there, the bronze medal. A really solid Hungarian team. They lost to Team USA yesterday. They'll take on Spain. And then Team USA against the Netherlands for gold at 7 p.m. We're back to it, and after all that, bounces off of Nicholson. And now out to Israel, and they can start to counter again. It's Kordanskaya leading the break. Getting right inside, little push shot. Gets her own rebound on the block from Milicic. We'll go back inside, looking for a turn and face, and Alma Yacobi able to draw the exclusion. Power play, Israel. The exclusion on Howard. The tip-in is there. Score it right in front. Yacobi helped draw the exclusion and then puts home her second score.
Look, a minute 34 in the half.
Jacobi doing it all, getting into good position.
Beautiful pass there. A lot of time, all you need is a free hand to get that slam dunk in the goal, but it has to be a perfect pass.
Jacobi, another athlete that looking in at the college game with the U.S. Oh, what a spinning backhand from Nicholson. Looks like they're going to confirm that goal. Nicholson on the backhand. Perez wishing she could have that one back as she was in the area. Got a little piece of it as we'll get a VAR review. Let's get a second look here. That is a goal, yep. Always tough. Keeper will get what seems to be the save, and then it just catches a bounce on the water, and that usually sends it in.
Yeah, the water is a whole different element as opposed to other sports here, so.
She had it with the right hand off her face and then just couldn't go back and get it.
And we're back in the way.
And so they double check and confirm the call, and it is a goal for Nicholson, as we just saw. Her first, plays her club water polo in Tenerife. Vitorian controlling, now Strugel. Lobs that inside. Step out, Jacobi. Starting to take over, she has 3. And they rebuild that 2-goal lead. We're talking about this Israel team and the mandatory military service for everyone in Israel. But once that is complete, some of these athletes interested in the college game, Jacobi could be someone you'd see some years down the road competing for an NCAA championship team. Houghton trying to paint that high corner cross cage. Not to be, with 30 seconds remaining in this first half. Jacobi, they're going to feed her again, but this time a little over-aggressive. Trying for that 4th goal, but dipped the head back a little too hard, and the offensive foul. Shot clock is off now, and the final 10 seconds underway. It's a tough pass for the center to handle there, looking for Shorter Robinson. Libby Galt comes up with it. Just 2 seconds left. Doyle's got to go. Galt will not get it away. First half comes to a close here in Long Beach. Israel playing well, powered by the efforts of Alma Jacobi. 3 goals, 2 coming as of late, and then Shunit Strugel, the veteran, 3 goals, doing it all on both ends of the pool. A monster field block, and that has helped Israel go in front by 2 for New Zealand. Houghton and Galt, 2 goals apiece. That's all for our first 2 quarters. We can listen into some of the huddles, and we'll return with third quarter play.
Lose the ball at the end like this. Swim. 8 strokes Hatira, 8 strokes crawl, and make 2 strokes gap to receive the ball. Okay? Yes. Cut.
Girls, if you see...
When we are making the drive, the driver don't go inside the 2 meters, outside of the 2 meters, and be ready to receive the ball. James that has the ball, or says that has the ball, check also the driver. Okay? Until the end, we have to play with a center forward. Okay? Yes. If you are alone and they play zonal like this, we have to move the ball, 1 pass more, Lisa to take the ball and to finish Kadima at the end. When we have a good opportunity to finish
Okay, ready? Kiwis on 3, 1, 2, 3. Kiwis! Come on.
Our players now will have.
Second half about to begin in our 7th place matchup. Israel leading New Zealand 8-6. Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel here with you. This Israel team yesterday felt that they ran out of energy in their second loss in this tourney. They fell to Greece 22-11. But their focus has been on today. Their head coach, Mavridis, did not want to downplay, of course, the importance of the first 2 games, but said the focus is on the match tomorrow, meaning, of course, today's 7th place match, knowing that that's an area where they can play their game and compete and have a chance clearly to win as they're in front here 8-6. Nicholson, 3 blue caps show up. Strugel appears to be involved in every play on both ends of the pool.
She is everywhere. I think the biggest difference I'm seeing here is just a team with the New Zealand team who has maybe more experience, but really just aren't clicking quite yet. And this Israeli team that may not have as much experience, but they're really playing well together. You can see the camaraderie between this group.
They turn it over here. It comes back to New Zealand. Milicic controlling. Gabriel Milicic. Good look, weak side. Houghton inside 2 meters and will draw the exclusion. 4th power play for New Zealand. 1 for 3. Out high, Howarth. Here's Houghton. Field block. But it comes right down to Doyle. They can regroup, and the skip is tipped out. Perez knocks that one away. Israel made the initial stop, but New Zealand stayed with the play. Triple team. The ball still hanging loose. And Israel come back with it. Thought New Zealand was able to recover that ball, but they give possession to Israel. Ordinary called. Levy controlling in the corner. Looking inside, but there's just no room. Strugel has wedged herself between the 2-meter defender and the goalkeeper, looking for an opportunity. Shot clock to 2, and that will be a pass too high for anyone. And back to New Zealand here in a 2-goal game. 7th place on the line. Here's a good dish out front. Howarth moving in and hits on the skip. Millie Quinn able to convert there for New Zealand. And the Cal Bear has her first goal in this one.
Great pass from the goalie there and a great finish.
And New Zealand getting to within 1. And that all started with the outlet pass. And as you mentioned, got it out to Quinn. .5:35 to play in the third. Good redirect. More Yaakobi. Her 4th. Just continues to have an answer. Every time New Zealand slides back within 1, Israel responds, and Yaakobi has been the go-to, just camped out at 2 meters.
It's a great shot.
She could feel that extra help coming and just batted it away before anyone could get close. .5:15 remaining, third quarter. Good drive along 2 meters, but that pass out. Houghton was trying to spot one of her teammates around 4 meters. Instead, Strugel comes up with it, and now Israel off and swimming. Futorian going to hang down on the defensive end right now, and now she'll join the play. 10 on the shot clock. Israel looking for more. Beautiful field block. That was Howarth getting a piece of that one to knock it down. .4:28 to go. Third quarter action, 9-7 lead Israel. Near side skip, Houghton. She can shoot it. Emerson Houghton has shown her ability to put the ball away from the beginning of this tourney on Friday. And the member of Spandau Berlin has her third. Houghton, fun to watch, always looks confident with the ball. Every shot is one that's taken with purpose.
Yeah, I think that's something that New Zealand's going to need moving forward. They obviously know they have a lot of success getting that ball into center, but with Israel running such a heavy drop, they're going to need some more outside goals like that.
It's back within 1. Halfway through the third, a rocket from the outside. Futorian. She has another. This is a familiar sign to fans in Stockton as she rips another from the outside, 10-8. Couple of looks there, and just no shot blocking. Was able to go up high. And now a takeaway. Israel on the attack. Levy. Futorian with 3.5 to play in the third. Big opening there for Israel. Now New Zealand covers up. They had a good opportunity on that far side post. Now they're down to 1 on the shot clock, and the field block controlled by Houghton. Houghton torn whether she wants to outlet. She does. The lob, Doyle. Excellent teamwork. Houghton to Doyle with the perfect delivery. And frustration for Coach Mavridis. They will look at this goal. It seemed pretty straightforward that it was a score. We'll get a second look. Credit Houghton, she saw that developing, was waiting and waiting until Doyle could break free. Pettis trying to knock that one out at the last second.
Again, we're going to do the VAR review.
This will be one of the fastest reviews of all time.
You could see Doyle knowing that ball's coming. She gets that ball in her hand quickly, and within a second has already shot or gotten that shot off. She saw that defender coming to steal the ball.
And precision accuracy from Houghton. So they'll take a look here.
New Zealand really wanting to get a stop here. The last few goals, something you often hear in this game is no trading goals. So you don't want to score a goal and then immediately give one up. I mean, for several reasons, but for momentum reasons, you really want to get that stop and get the momentum in your favor offensively.
Looks like they've confirmed it is a goal. So make it 10-9. Doyle able to score.
3:05 in the third period.
This has been a great battle from the beginning. It was 4-4 after one. The offenses have cooled a bit here as we've gotten into the second half, but you're seeing two teams that are pretty well matched in the seventh place showdown. Kordenskaya now. Futorium. They go back inside and an exclusion. This time Sassover drawing the opportunity. And we'll get a timeout called by Coach Mavridis. As Israel will have their fifth try in the 6-on-5. They're 2 for 4 thus far. And as they have been able to do for just about the entire game starting in the second quarter, every time New Zealand gets within 1, they push it back to 2. Let's listen into the huddle now.
Kyle come out, Dina stay in style, set, Salos will go to Alpha. Okay, Kyle is out. Salos, okay. No, don't be on a hurry and don't make pass like this. I want to pure pass, Ella. Pure pass.
Israel ready to go to work on this 6-on-5. 2:40 remaining in the third. Along 2 meters. Strugel takes a look. Jacobi off the post. And the power play not there. The exclusion called against Israel following the miss. And a timeout called by New Zealand. So Jacobi, the miss, then excluded. The frustration. And now Coach Winstanley Smith will take a timeout, and we should get a chance to hear her thoughts as New Zealand can try and tie this game. They'll have a 6-on-5, and this is a good timeout call here in the third. Let's take a listen in.
Actually, Gabby Milton, let's take it and go. You've got 3. You've on the post. Come on, go. Just run away. Middle. Bernadette, Emerson. Yeah? Hey. Hey, come on, go.
6-on-5 for New Zealand, 1 for 4 thus far. A chance to tie this up with 2:23 to play. Galt, here's Doyle. It's Galt. The skip is wide of the cage. And exclusion on the way down. Quinn is kicked out. Israel now can go back in front by 2. Here's Strugel. Penalty.
Charged against 4 white. And a penalty shot coming in Israel.
So New Zealand, one of those 2-goal swings you don't want to be a part of. They have the 6-on-5, can't convert. Quinn excluded, and then the penalty. And now Jacobi can try and add. She has 4 already. Looking for the penalty shot now. And it's good to go.
And she puts it away from the goal.
Tough turn of events there for this New Zealand team.
And the put away.
Israel up by 2.
Under 2 to play in the third. Inside, good position. Maybe too good. The off arm. Nicholson called for the elbow. And Israel will take control with 1:43 and counting. Takeaway. Quinn fighting for it and just excellent one-on-one defense. And now just trying to drive toward the cage. And an exclusion. Quinn inexplicably took that shot from beyond 6 meters on a 6-on-5. Maybe she didn't realize there was an exclusion.
Yeah, sometimes it's a good chance to catch the goalie off guard, but there's only one offensive player for the goalie to be looking at that point, so that's tough.
So New Zealand can't convert there. 1:04 to play in the third. That was great by Quinn, except for the shot, right? Just hounding the offensive player, comes up with the steal, draws the exclusion. And now a takeaway here, Houghton. Moving in front, here's Gabriela Milicic. Inside again, good position, keep her out. Perez coming over to force the ball under. As Nicholson again gets position, but Israel, they're so quick to bring help. Strugel posting now. Tries the backhand that gets through the arms of Milicic, but she's able to hang on to it. Final moments of this third quarter, 12 seconds left. Doyle on the attack. Doyle moving into 6 meters. Her shot lets it go, and Peters with the block. Israel won't get a final try as Kordanskaya hangs on. 3 quarters in the books. And Israel in front 11-9. They used that 2-goal edge in the second quarter. Otherwise, these teams been even. 4-4 in the first, 3-3 in the third. We listen into the quarter break huddles and return with the fourth.
I don't want Balagan in the Atkafa, not. I don't want Balagan without reason. Play more secure, left off, and we will have the opportunity to finish Hazak with the center forwards, with drive Kadima to take the ball. Ella, don't be rash. Out and play Agana. Agana. When they are playing with 2 centers, what we have to do? Press out the two hat and says ahoga. If Salos is in the hat, the says will be ahoga. Okay?
יאללה חזק, רבע האחרון זה שלנו. הבוגרות, יאללה. 0-0, 0-0. ישראל!
All right, ladies, let's bring it out. We have 1 quarter to start. Second place spot. 2023 World Cup.
Eight minutes left in our 7th place matchup. Israel leading New Zealand 11-9. This has been the story for New Zealand since the second quarter, Cody. Constantly chasing the game, getting within 1, just unable to get all the way back. And patience has been a little bit of a topic here throughout the match. They get some good looks, just maybe catch their breath for a moment, settle in. There could be a better opportunity.
Yeah, and that just comes with playing together more. We spoke about it a little bit yesterday. They only had about 10 days to train as a group.
Or just give it to Emerson Houghton and say, shoot that ball, because she has shown the ability to convert. That's her 4th. So big goal there for Houghton. We go back inside. Looking for Jacobi. Sassover in at 2 meters now, battling into Sassover. And she can't hang on. Milicic has it, and then an exclusion. That's against Jacobi. Big chance here for New Zealand. They can tie this game up. Doyle moving in. Here's Quinn. Nicholson open for a moment. Houghton tipped out by Pettis. Nice job there by Houghton to buy some more time.
Both teams have got full strength and a fresh clock.
Power play is over, but New Zealand will maintain possession. Nicholson, the backhand. Pettis tips it up off the bar. And Strugel with the rebound. A couple of good looks here for New Zealand, but unable to convert.
As you go the other way, Oguncheko starts out play. Sassover works into 2 meter. Markosh on the other post. They put it to Strugel on top.
Shot clock to 5. No look on the inside. Sassover swarmed, and they take it away. Double team works to perfection for New Zealand. Howarth coming over with some help from Milicic. 1 goal game. Doyle trying to make that turn, draws the ordinary.
She starts it up.
Shot clock to 8. Now they go inside to Nicholson. Just beyond her reach. And coming over to help is Sassover. Shot Shot clock to 7.
Sassover sets up shot for 2 meters.
Little fake flick of the wrist, and Milicic has to tip that one, but keeps it out.
Actually saved 2 or 3 times.
Under 5 to play. That's up and away. And on the try from Howarth.
Ball back in the hands of Israel. 4:40 in the game.
Coming up on the halfway point of this 4th quarter.
Sassover sets up shot for 2 meters.
Farkash
Ball goes indoor.
looking into Sassover. Tries that reverse wheel again. And so each side now determined to go into 2 meters, but each side also determined to help at 2 meters.
Yeah, doing a great job of seeing that ball come in and getting there within a half second, so the centers really don't have any time to work.
Doyle. Can the Kiwis find the equalizer here? Doyle's a good option. Shot clock to 3. Cross cage. Make it Milicic.
And we're tied at 11.
Tie game, 11-all. 3:56 to play in the 4th. And our string of double-figure contests continues. 11-11, Milicic. You see Jessica Milicic in the goal. You see Gabrielle Milicic doing it in the field. Good pressure here at mid-pool. Fighting for it and taken away. Houghton rips it away. New Zealand might have number. Shorty Robinson pushing ahead. And now Israel recovers. But New Zealand with a chance to go in front. Shot clock to 10. Into Shorter Robinson, looking for the step. Exclusion called.
Charged against 5 dark. And a yellow card. To the coach.
Yellow card against Coach Mavroudis. Power play here for New Zealand again. Will they get a shot off with 2? And they will not. Wave off the attempt. So again, Israel slows down that 6-on-5, but we won't get far. Strugel called for a suit grab, a contra foul. And now New Zealand will have it back with under 3 to play.
We're tied 11, 2:51 in the fourth.
Shorter Robinson again, battling. Working against Yacobi. Here's Houghton. Into Shorter Robinson, makes that turn. Exclusion again. So Sophie Shorter Robinson putting in the work in at 2 meters. A 9th power play. New Zealand has struggled, just 1 for 8 on the advantage. Doyle now. Here's Houghton. Off the bar. So close to taking the lead. Instead, we stay deadlocked at 11. New Zealand has not led since 4-3 back in the 1st quarter. It has been all Israel since then. Always having an answer.
And that was a great look. I think if you had to pick who you wanted to shoot that from center cage 5 meters, that's the shot you want, and sometimes it just doesn't go.
Yeah, Houghton has been their go-to. 4 goals. Galt has a couple. Doyle has played well this weekend. Shot clock to 3. In front. Tipped out by Milicic. Right as the shot clock was about to expire. Meanwhile, New Zealand trying to jumpstart their offense. They had released Doyle. Now she will come back to help join the defense here with 1:45 to play in the fourth.
Maybe a good game plan there, trying to get Strugo out of the offense, playing some defense instead.
Yeah, she's been so tough. Shot clock to 5. A variety of fakes, cross cage glancing off the bar on that attempt from Tahel Levy. And now under 90 seconds to play in our fourth quarter. 11 all. Israel had been in control of this game from the second quarter on, holding steady with a 2-goal lead. New Zealand now with a chance to go in front. McKenty, that pass never gets through to Shorter Robinson, taken away by Bogachenko as we're into the final minute in this one. 52 seconds left. Who will have the final word? Here's Strugel.
Advantage.
In front, skip it home. Israel back ahead. Kordenskaya.
Israel up by 1. 46 seconds left.
With 46 seconds to play. Great pass. She broke off the defense.
And down by 1, 46 in the clock. New Zealand with the opportunity for the tie.
And now New Zealand will try and tie things up here. Oh. 36 seconds left. Israel in need of one more defensive stand to try and claim 7th place here at their first major World Aquatics event. Entry into Shorter Robinson, that's an exclusion. 24 seconds left. And New Zealand will call for time with 22 seconds left. Israel trying to take 7th. These two squads arriving here in Long Beach out of the Division II qualifier. Israel, a team on the rise over the last 7 years under head coach Mavroudis. This New Zealand team, a good blend of college players, trying to see if they can make one more push. Let's listen into the huddles here with Israel.
The first line we are Sabine.
Timeout complete.
New Zealand's up on the power play.
Where do they go, Cody? New Zealand needs a goal.
I mean, I think it's easy to think that they're going to go with Houghton here, but we'll see what Israel does on defense. They were running a bit of a stunt last time, which proved effective.
Power play for New Zealand, a must-have. Houghton walks it in, gives it off. Quinn doesn't want it. Who's going to shoot? It's Doyle. Off the mark, and Israel should hang on. 4 seconds left. Looking to swim away. A little dicey, but time will expire, and Israel holds off New Zealand to take 7th place.
Congratulations to Israel.
What a victory for Team Israel. And hugs in the water for this team. Coach Mavroudis had to sweat it out there as that ball was a loose one there in the final seconds, but this squad that continues to trend in the right direction in their first major World Aquatics event to win a match at all. Big accomplishment. Came down to the wire. Israel with the win. Alma Yacobi, 5 huge goals. Jeanette Strugel with 3, Hila Futorian with 2. Ayelet Pettis with 9 saves for New Zealand. 4 big goals from Houghton. Jessica Milicic with 6 stops. We'll hear from our player of the match momentarily, but it was Veronika Kordinskaya with your game winner on the counterattack with 46 seconds left. And what a moment here for Israel to finish here in Long Beach with a win.
Yeah, you could see the excitement right as you see that ball sailing past the cage. I saw a big fist pump here on this side of the goal. I don't know who it was, but what a great feeling to come in and really prove something. And one of the first times you get to play on this international stage. Huge morale booster.
Something to build on for Israel headed to the World Championships. We'll see them in Fukuoka next month. And their run ends here with 7th place. So we have our player of the match interviews coming up. We're back with our 5th place match at 3 p.m. Pacific local time. As in that one, we'll have Italy and Greece. For now, for Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel saying, hang around, listen in on our player of the match interviews, and we are back with more at 3 p.m. local time.
Moments where we could have had a little bit more composure, but this is the first time we've played at this intensity for a while, since Tenerife last year. So, and it's, you know, we've had 2 days prior with the whole group together. So I think in times of high pressure, having that together as a group leading into Worlds is going to be key, because I think you only get better at it the more you do it.
Yeah, I agree. But anyhow, it was really, really tight, the game. I don't know who, some of the players just missed 2 or 3 opportunities at the end. I think you really can improve to Fukuoka.
Yeah, I think if you look at even our statistics, yesterday against Italy, we shot 35 times, the same as Italy shot. So I think a big work on for us is now we're fit enough and fast enough and creating so many opportunities. It's just having that confidence to be able to finish, and it's like a new territory for us. So I think just keeping on working on that and growing in confidence, and you know, the girls just need some time together as a group too, and I'm sure in Fukuoka we'll be ready.
Congratulations and see you in Fukuoka. Congratulations. I think it's maybe just another step on the long way, what you did with the Israeli team. 7th place at the World Cup. It sounds very good, no?
Yes, it's, you know, the target that we put from the beginning was this, to finish in the 7th place, because we are realistic and we know our level. For me, the tournament, I can say that it's successful. The only game that I don't think that we appear in the pool was yesterday with the Greek team. Even that we succeed to score 11 goals, we receive 22 goals. That's something that it's not acceptable for our team and for the level that we want to be. Again, it's a historical moment for Israeli water polo. We finished in the 7th place in World Cup. In the next World Cup, we will be in the Division 1, according the rules, yes. So that make us, you know, even with bigger obligation and bigger motivation to try more.
Congratulations and good preparation for Fukuoka.
Thanks a lot.
Maria Bogachenko. Number 4, Maria Bogachenko. And the shot from the outside. Shot from the outside. Martin takes the pass. And the lob, good for the goal. And inside this time, guarded by Howard. Ball goes in, Sutter's the backhand into the net. Launches the lob. And Houghton from the outside finds it back. Off to the wing, fires a shot, skips it in. Pass goes out, Howarth down line. Doyle. Good for the goal. It's Doyle taking the script. New Zealand facing out. And from the outside, number 6, Hila. Slams it in. They set it down. Galt. Bogachenko. Strugan. Into the post. Number 2, Almayev. Crosses over to Quinn, then an entry pass in. Now an entry pass into set. And a shot by him. As they race in, the ring drops. And New Zealand gets. Instead, the deep pass goes down. It's Millie. Millie Quinn. Levi puts it in the side of the redirect. Good for the goal. And fires the shot. Field. Out. Stuffs it in on the near side for the goal. And fires from the outside for the goal. Feed it down to Millicent. Bars. Jam. Set, they put the ball on top. Howard in. And the cross. Pass goes in and the backhand. Another save. Sassover sets up shop at 2 meters. And the shot. Save. Gabriel Millicent with the ball. Winds up. Cross cage. Triangle. 7 on top of the ball. Out. Bars down. Doesn't cross. Big pass. Morgan will be her 5th place game with Italy taking on Greece. And now let's welcome our team to the deck, starting with the team from Greece. And now, ask everyone to please stand and remove their caps as we honor our countries with the playing of the national anthem. We'll start with the national anthem of Greece. And now please remain standing as we present the national anthem, Italy. All right, ladies, let's cross and shake hands as you go to your benches. You have 5 minutes of game time. 12, Maria.
Welcome back to Long Beach, California. We continue on our final day of competition here at the World Aquatics Women's Water Polo World Cup. Up next, our 5th place showdown as Italy takes on Greece. Italy thus far, they fell to Spain 12-5 on Friday, lost, and then came back to beat New Zealand 17-7 yesterday. For Greece, they lost to Hungary 20-13 on Friday, and then came back to defeat Israel 22-11 yesterday. As we get a good look at the lineup here for Greece, they have stayed pretty steady, and they are probably ready to go home. It's been a long trip here for Greece to Southern California, coming off a 3-game series with Team USA last week. And a look at Italy for head coach Carlo Silippo. The big note here for Italy, not in their lineup, their center Agnes Cocchieri. She has been a formidable presence at 2 meters, and so no word on a reason behind her absence, but not in the lineup today, and that is a noticeable miss for Italy. And as we join you poolside, Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel here with you. This is an interesting match, Cody, and these two teams certainly did not want to be in this match. So now you have to try and end this on a positive weekend when you had really hoped to be in the medal round.
Yeah, I think a disappointing start to the weekend can also end in a great finish here, and lots learned throughout all 3 games. So obviously no shortage of offensive firepower between the two of these. I think it'll be a game of defense here.
Going out on a limb there, saying defense. It has been
or I guess the importance of defense.
It's been a lot of offense here this weekend in Long Beach. So we are about ready. That's Italy in the white caps and Greece in the blue caps. Our officials in this one, Ms. Dutil from the Netherlands, Ms. Perry from New Zealand. And we are underway with Italy to control on offense to get us started. Italians moving right to left on your screen here. We joked about defense, but these two teams have been on the wrong end of high-scoring affairs, so you can be sure that is a focal point. And on cue, it's defense from Greece as Eleftheria Plevritou steps right in front and comes up with a steal. Now, a good look, the turn off the post as Sanaki had a great opportunity in close, but could not convert. In the cage, 13s get the nod today. Greece goes with Ioana Stamatopoulou, and Italy with Caterina Boncelli. As we mentioned, the evaluation nature of this event, 4 teams. You can be sure, trying to figure out who that starter is in goal, getting that backup some extra time, all priorities here, especially when you're no longer in the medal round, as the lob is on point for Italy and Daphne Bettini.
Greece running a bit of a trap defense there. That is actually where they would want the shot to come from. So seemingly running the defense correctly, but giving them a lot of time with the ball in her hand. It's difficult for the goalie.
And good placement there from Bettini on the lob. Diakava defending at 2 meters, working against Sanaki, that dangerous left-hander. Shot clock to 7. Oh, beautiful redirect, second effort. Sanaki does not give up on the play and tips that home. Just non-stop movement there at 2 meters.
Yeah, you can see different types of centers playing on each of these teams, and Greece has a really mobile center with great hands. So as a defender, trying to track down where they are, which hands are out of the water and in the water, it's really tough to do.
That initial look pushed it off the post, able to regather and put it home. Live stats available from Micro Plus Timing at worldaquatics.com, usawaterpolo.org. Our first power play is ahead as Valeria Palmetti drawing the chance. Greece with the exclusion, Plevritou going off. Eleftheriou redirect. Well, one center on one end, another on this side. Palmetti drew the exclusion and then held position, and one time redirects for a power play strike for Italy. wide open on that corner of the goal. Yiannopoulos. 2 minutes gone by in this first quarter. Iturriotti. From the outside and well high of the cage on that attempt from Eleftheriou. The Mattia Picozzi. Bettini now. 5.5 to play. First quarter, 2-1 lead for Italy. Bianconi didn't like it. Now entry in, double team arrives. And again, Eleftheriou Plevritou coming across for that steal. And Plevritou now all on the move. 5-on-5 here. Gives a look, tries to slide down along 2 meters. Italy there to recover. Yiannopoulos the lob and read well by Bancelli, able to tap that down. Evgenio cross cage, and that was tied up in Greek defenders. Evgenio, who's played so well as of late. Evgenio, 6 goals yesterday in the win over New Zealand. Ordinary called. Shot clock to 6. Quick reaction, quick result. Plevritou has tied this game at 2. She has been aggressive on both ends of the pool here, stealing on one end and now scoring on the other. That's a great angle to show kind of the trajectory she puts on that ball. From the back, it looks like it's going to go out of play, but then she is able to spin it near side low.
Missed block there for Italy for that field blocker. You could see the frustration on the goalie's face after that one in. A few words exchanged.
It's always an interesting conversation when the goalie feels like the field blocker didn't do their job. We'll see an offensive, a grab of the suit, and now Greece can get out on the counter. They should have numbers here. Italy giving chase, and it's a nice job by the Italians kind of jamming up Greece on that transition. Didn't let everyone spread out the way they would have liked. That's an ordinary. Iturriotti. Lob attempt. Perfect placement. Yiannopoulos. And Greece now has come back to go ahead 3-2. The quick dish gets the goalie a little out of position. And the perfect lob over the top.
Puts it in the set, deflected along the way. Put an ordinary.
Ordinary with 3:18 to play. Exclusion. Italy, second power play.
And a clear advantage to Italy.
Out high. Tabani. Picozzi. Skip up over the top of the keeper. And Claudia Marletta is able to convert 2 power play goals now for Italy. And they get one back to tie things here at 3. Keeper's there.
Yeah, that was threading the needle there. I think it skipped a little bit higher than the goalie was anticipating.
It kind of took that big bounce a little bit out ahead of the keeper. By the time she was coming down to swat it down, that ball had popped up over her head. Under 3 to play in the first. Hiderioti, Plevritu. Around the perimeter, they work it. Good look on the inside. Kicked out off the post. Mancelli is there as well, and that good dish out. Vasiliki Plevritu was denied. There's Justini. Looking in at Gallardi. Grease ready. So Duda Gallardi getting an opportunity here with Kokieri out in that second center role. Outside of the cage on the Hiderioti try. 3-3 game. Exclusion. So Italy, with their third power play, Greece has yet to draw a 6-on-5, but a save is made. Stamatopoulou turns away that try from Picozzi. Off the post. Long rebound controlled by Tabani. Sides coming even. Power play is over. Italy goes to work now with the lob, and that just is off the mark. The defense is there thanks to Stamatopoulou. After back-to-back conversions on the 6-on-5. No go there from Italy. In transition, help from behind. And Greece trying to go quickly. Midio Kefalataki gets wrapped up in the backcourt. And another 6-on-5 for Italy. They have the advantage here. Looking out high, Picozzi. Under 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Stamatopoulou tips that one away on the try from Marletta. Still on the advantage. Good dish inside, another big save. Stamatopoulou again, back to back. Good efforts inside. That was Veronica Gant, turned away twice. Last chance now here for Greece with 3 seconds left. Save Boncelli. She'll let it go. That's all for the first. Italy and Greece in this fifth place matchup. Another high energy first quarter. Another first quarter like our seventh place match that ends even. This one 3-3. We are back with the second. Listen in to our halftime, or rather quarter break huddles.
Prima di tutto in difesa, quando loro preparano che la palla arriva in 4 attacca e 5 già si sposta, non deve dare proprio il tempo perché loro cercano questo, ci vogliono far cadere dalla prima linea per dare la palla in 5 e 5 che tira. Allora che dobbiamo fare? Con la palla in 4, siccome il 5 deve andare in anticipo perché vogliono fare questo, vogliono fare finta, se noi chiudiamo arriva la palla in 5 poi ci fanno gol dando la palla al centro. Con la palla in 4, con 5 che sale verso 5, andiamo a chiudere un po' da 2, ok? Quindi facciamo ritornare la palla a 2, ma non rimaniamo scoperti da 5. Quindi con la palla che arriva in 4 che finta forte nella zona, 4 attacca, 5 si prende, 5, il 2 copre un poco, prendiamo eventualmente il tiro da 2, ok? Con il braccio sempre però, andiamo a coprire davanti al centro però col braccio sempre, naturalmente se il centro boa è spostato sul palo 5 è il 3 che torna un po' di più, non è il 2 che esce fuori posizione, se il 3 è centrale torna il 2, scusate, se il centro boa è centrale torna il 2, ma se il centro boa è spostato torna il 3, e il 2 si può mettere un po' in mezzo, può salire, ragazzi non fa niente in avanti, non pensiamo a quello che abbiamo fatto, dobbiamo soltanto migliorare nell'esecuzione, vai, va bene così, vai.
Second quarter ahead, 3-3, Italy and Greece. Cody, one thing that jumps out at you, Italy, 4 power play opportunities, 0 for Greece.
Yeah, they're having they're getting good shots off, which is the tough part, but really great field blocking on the Greeks' part, and goalie play, I feel like, is the big standout here.
The keepers have played well thus far. 3 saves for Bancelli for Italy, 5 for Stamatopoulou for Greece. Greece controlling here to open the second in this 5th place matchup. Bronze medal match to follow. And of course the gold medal tonight to wrap things up here at the World Cup. Good save again. Right-hander on the right side. Bancelli closes out that Illuminati try. Shot clock to 9. Giustini back out to Tabani. Entry in and an exclusion. More Italy on the power play. Their 5th go here. On the perimeter, out high. A drop from Tabani. A fight for it. And possession to Italy, still on the advantage for the moment. A few fakes at the horn. Cross cage buzzer beater from Marletta. And now a yellow card for Coach Kamenu. And we can hear from here. She's saying 5-0 in exclusions. A complaint that resonates with all coaches.
To confirm.
We'll take a look at this last goal to see if it did in fact beat the shot clock. It sure seemed to get away in enough time. So the World Cup here with video review. This is to determine will it be a 4-3 lead for Italy, which we are presuming that will get approved. If so, that would make Italy 3 for 5 on the power play. Now, if you're Greece in the situation, Cody, and you're feeling as if you're not getting your due on the exclusion scoreboard, what's the fastest way to rectify that?
I think getting that ball into center, they do a really nice job once the ball is in the hands of their center on earning these exclusions and quick goals, but it's difficult when Italy is falling back in this deep zone. Number one, you're not necessarily able to earn ejections on drives because they're giving you so much space. You can't get the ball into center because they're right in front of them. So there's not a ton of opportunities to earn ejections against this type of defense.
And they concluded with the review, surprisingly enough, that the shot did not come before the horn sounded. So they have the review, and they say no goal. And now we've stopped play again, and Coach Carlo Silipo talking with the scores table. Again, we didn't have the luxury of the review timed up with the clock to see exactly when it expired, but it seemed at first look that that she beat the shot clock on that attempt. But they give a review and confirm no, and now making some changes here.
Again, there were no substitutions with the VAR review.
And so what they've cleared up here is that because it wasn't a goal, you can't make a substitution. Can't use VAR reviews as a chance to reconfigure your lineup. And so Italy has to return the 2 players that had subbed out, and we are back underway with 6:38 to play in the first half.
Number 2 connects over. Pass goes in.
Penalty, easy call, and again, Sanaki, who just never stops moving, tried to break free in at about 2 meters. Just extending that left hand, looking for the ball. And now a chance for Plevritu to take the penalty shot. So no 6-on-5 for Greece, but they do get a penalty try here. Save made. Bancelli denies it.
Gets the rebound and ball back to Italy.
It's got to feel good as a goalie.
Big save there to keep it even 3-3. Sanaki presents at a different look. You always think about the benefit of the left-hander on the right side, but since she's a left-handed center, the right-hander can really find her in different ways.
Yeah, and as a center defender, everything's backwards. You're always trying to play the opposite shoulder. Things are used to, you have to do it the opposite way, which makes things extra difficult.
Like driving on the other side of the road into the UK. Here's a turnover. Good look, catch on the hand, and they make it look simple. 10-5, Marletta to Giustini, and Italy in front, 4-3.
Italy's super comfortable on the counterattack. That's kind of their bread and butter. Getting out quick, getting out ahead, and playing fast. So Greece is going to have to find a way to slow them down and eliminate these easy goals. Easy goals said in quotations here, but 2-on-1, good high percentage opportunities.
There
How about that?
Go, sure. Italy last led at 2-1. Inside 2 meters, the call here, and the Italians will take over again. Under 5.5 to play in the first half. Bettini. Here's Bianconi.
Bianconi puts it in the set.
Ordinary called. Avegno. Bianconi out near mid-pool here. Shot clock to 4. It's Avegno with 1, flips it up, and Stamatopoulos ready. Second look, and Stamatopoulos reading that one the whole way. And Greece will get their first power play. Exclusion. It's against Bianconi. And Greece a chance to tie things up here. Plevritu walks that in. Couple of thoughts up on their legs, and one pass leads to another, leads to a block from Bancelli on that attempt from Ninu. And Greece no go on their first power play.
Ninu had a big day yesterday. I think they're hoping to see that same offensive power today.
Right inside on the hand, but a double team arrives to slow down Palmetti.
All back to Greece. It's 10 minutes, 4 minutes.
Eleftheria do. Now Yiannopoulos in front, but nobody home. The intended player that was looking for Sanaki had her head turned, and so it was an easy steal there for Marletta. On the attack, moving in. Lots of time, but still a stave. Stamatopoulou. And we come down this end, breaking free. Yiannopoulos gets inside the defense to about 2 meters, puts on the brakes, and now an ordinary. The exclusion. So big save from Stamatopoulou, her 6th, and now on this end, Greece on the advantage for the 2nd time. Italy 2 for 5. Greece did not convert on their first attack. A rocket. Ninu back to work. The power play strike is on the money. We are even at 4.
We're tied at 4. 2:24 in second period.
You said Ninu looking to play big and comes up there again. Up high on her legs, Aveno. 6 big goals yesterday. Marletta. Around the way they go. Entry. Backhand. Nothing doing because first a contra foul. Reese takes it back. Dangerous pass. So close to a steal for Bettini as Greece works into their methodical offense. Carlo Silipo said it yesterday for Italy. Greece plays at a slow pace. We can't stay in that rhythm. Need to change the rhythm of the match, counter, bring lots of energy. Off the mark, and so Italy, they'll try and go quickly here, as Cody's talked about, want to counter and try and move this game along, not let Greece get comfortable in their style.
Italy is known for playing an M defense, and we haven't seen a ton of that this weekend, which is a little bit strange. Maybe they're trying to work on some new tactics here, but that M really feeds their counter, so they're finding new ways to do that.
That pass is stolen. Ninu, the goal on one end, the steal on the other, just plucked that out of the air. And the outlet, again, like a quarterback throwing the receiver open here. This one right in front to Yiannopoulos on the move. And again, just trying to muscle it in. Triple team. And Italy surrounds the attacker. You can see Yiannopoulos just talking to herself after that one. Frustrated that she couldn't put it home.
Sometimes the closer you get to the goal, the more difficult it is. You don't have a lot of space to work with.
And we've seen that a couple of times as Italy shows off the range. Bettini with her 2nd to slide back in front 5-4 with less than a minute to play in this first half. But more than once, Cody, this weekend, we've seen a player get a steal, they go to counter, and they take it all the way in inside 2 meters. And to your point, then it becomes almost this strength competition of how can they overpower the goalie and a defender? Not to second guess, but it does seem to be a very tough road to travel sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes stopping a little bit sooner just gives you more real estate to work with. You're not so close to the goalie. Again, you think of the closer you get to the goalie, the worse your angle gets, the bigger they are. So really stopping early, having time to operate and have a decision in the end, not just something forced.
Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear, right as you get up on that goalkeeper looming large. 36 seconds left, and that entry tipped away from Midio Kefalotaki. Tabani controls, gives off to Boncelli, and now Italy in good shape here. 25 seconds to play, 4-second difference, shot and game clock. As they work towards the halftime break, trying to build a 2-goal lead. It's been a close one from the beginning. Looking to turn, and a penalty. Excellent positioning for Giulia Viacava. And will give Italy their first penalty shot attempt. And Claudia Marletta looking for her 3rd goal. Competes for Horizonte along with her teammate Palmetti, Tabani, the keeper Condarelli. Here it is. Rips it. Penalty shot score, good to go. 6-4 lead for Italy. And this is what drew that penalty chance. It's the hard work of Viacava.
Smart move by her to go with the back turn there. She was really pushed outside the post, not necessarily in great position, making something out of nothing there.
Now 8 seconds left. Final moments of this first half. Over the top, keeper out. Trying to set up Midio Kefalotaki, but Boncelli comes up with it, and that skip has to be denied by Stamatopoulos. Through 2 quarters, Italy out ahead of Greece, 6-4. Claudia Marletta, 3 important goals. Daphne Bettini with 2. That has led the way for the Italians. We'll step aside. You get a chance to listen in to some of the halftime huddles, and we'll return with 3rd quarter action. You're watching the World Aquatics Women's Water Polo World Cup.
Οπότε μας έβρε στο 9 κατά λάθος.
Εσύ έχεις μία. Ωραία, έχει μία. Ωραία, περίμενε. Λοιπόν, θέλω να ξεκινήσετε πρες, να τελειώσετε ρολ πρες και να περάσετε λεπτά να μην περάσει μπάλα. Εντάξει. Πολύ γρήγορα μετακινήσεις στην Μπιανκόνη και στην Μαρλέτα. Στα λιγότερά μας, μην αφήνετε αυτούς να τους πάρουν παιδιά και στα παραπάνω μας. Πριν τι είπα. Κανένα σύστημα, ούτε εκεί. Όπως είσαι γλίστρα, να δεις την ξέντρα στη ρότη χέρι προς το κέντρο.
Αλλά είπαν 30.
Ναι, εντάξει, πρέπει να μ' ακούτε λίγο στα παραπάνω, εντάξει. Στο επόμενο παραπάνω, εάν μπορείς, πήγαινε σε ένα από τα 2 δοκάρια ή στο πρώτο στο δεύτερο που θα είσαι. Ανάλογα με το που θα είναι, θα κάνουμε το σύστημα. Δηλαδή, εάν είναι στο δεύτερο, θα πρέπει να πάει στο σουτ, αλλά το σουτ να μην πάει απευθείας μέσα, να μείνει στην ίδια γραμμή και να βγει λίγο εξέ. Αν είναι στο πρώτο, παράλληλη πάσα, γλίστριμα το 2 προς το κέντρο και βλέπει την ξέρει στο πρώτο δοκάρι. Αν κλείσουν, παιδιά, πρέπει να βγουν σουτ από το 1 προς το τέλος του χρόνου. Αν δείτε, να φτιάξετε τη γωνία σας. Γιατί αν μένετε κάτω, δεν μπορείτε να βρείτε καλά γωνία. Πρέπει να βγουν γκολ από το 1. Να βγουν γκολ από το 1 για να μπορέσουν να ανοίξουν και κολλάει στα δοκάρια. Όσες φορές μπορείτε, ένα λίγο στο τέλος.
Second half underway here in Long Beach. 6-4 the lead for Italy over Greece. Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel here with you. And you look back at the end of that second quarter, it was 4-4. Irini Ninu goes power play for Greece. But after that, Daphne Bettini and then Claudia Marletta, the latter, the penalty shot score. 6-4 lead here for the Italians. As we come into the third quarter, Greece spoke yesterday after their win about defense and how important it is. And we get a bit of a delay here as they call the exclusion. This is interesting because I think different officials this weekend have handled this differently. Some are allowing the quick, the way I think we traditionally know it. Others want to make sure that the exclusion is acknowledged before you pass back in right away.
It's another tricky part about this sport is some things change game to game, and how you adjust to it is a big part of how the game will turn out.
6-on-4, and Bianconi is stuffed. Greece packs the house. Stamatopoulou with the save. Teams have switched ends, so it's Greece now moving right to left in the blue caps. As we are a minute deep in this third quarter. Backhand, oh, Sanaki.
Number 6, Shanaki rips in the backhand.
With the left.
Back to a 1-point game.
And a 1-goal game. And you said it, everything is backwards, right? So if you're defending, even though the coach tells you that's a lefty, and you know it's a lefty, in the moment, I'm sure just instinctually, it's hard to remember that.
Yeah, it's a lot to handle for sure, especially when she's getting these shots off so quickly. You don't have time to think twice about it.
Off. So not an offensive foul, they just don't get the ball in play. And Greece will have it back. Good start here in this half for Greece. A chance now to tie. Plevritu, now they work it along 2 meters. Sanaki inside again. She was about to be wide open, but they flag Greece for an offensive. And Italy can take back control. Final day of competition here at the World Aquatics Water Polo World Cup bronze medal match coming up at 5 p.m. local time. Followed by the gold medal match at 7 p.m. Team USA and the Netherlands meeting for gold. Spain and Hungary meeting for bronze at 5 p.m. Kick out here on Greece. Power play to Italy. Off the post. So Italy now with 7 opportunities and only 2 conversions. One of those was a 6-on-4 that they didn't make good on. Offensive. Sanaki had the goal, and now the last 2 times down, they've called her for a little over-aggressive play. Avenia thought about it. Looks to be Bianconi. Dumps that inside on the backhand. I don't know how Palmetti even got that shot away with the way the defense was crashing, but the save is there from Stamatopoulou. Plevritu in transition and just off target. This is what Italy wants, a chance to counter here. But Greece doing a nice job recovering. As we are 3 minutes deep. Third quarter. Ball in. And while Palmetti was trying to jockey for position, Greece showed up for the steal.
Not sure if she wanted that ball quite yet.
Part of that special communication between the 2-meter player and the rest of the field. Inside, off the bar. They go back in now. Turning. Interesting on the way that was called, because penalty was the call, but the far official gave a signal that's more indicative of ball under, and the near side official signaled penalty. The call is penalty.
That was a great move.
Beautiful spin. I was going to say, if they're going to call ball under, what a bummer for the Greece offense as they convert here on the 5 meter after missing on the first go round from 5 meters. Greece converts here courtesy of Vasiliki Plevritou. Second look at this spin. Take him for a ride. And then the finish. And that ties us up at 6 with 4:16 to go in the third quarter. Two unanswered from Greece to start this third quarter. They have erased that 2-goal lead for Italy. It's all even up. Our first game came down to the wire. This 5th place match could very well do the same thing. This final day in Long Beach so far has presented some really even matchups. Ordinary called. Good opportunity here, but an offensive. Gallardi. And about half the time, if the center's too open, there's probably a reason behind it.
Greece with a lot of opportunities there, but not being able to get the ball out.
From the outside. Low skip off the bar. Iliniati trying to convert from distance with 3:20 to play in the third. Italy hitting on 31% of their shots at the moment. Looking for a big make here. They go in. Backhand just dances off the frame of the cage. That was a good look for Gallardi. And then an exclusion. So Gallardi, the miss, and then that tangle, unable to separate. The exclusion called. Greece will call for time. Power play on the way. We'll listen in to Coach Kamenu.
Πρώτο δοκάρι θα πάει η Μύριο. Δεύτερο δοκάρι, μάλλον να πάει στο πρώτο η Ξέ. Να πάει λίγο στο δεύτερο, να βγούμε 30, να πάει μπάλα αριστερά και να πάει Ξέ στο δεύτερο δοκάρι να βγούμε χέρι από εκεί, από το σουτ.
Out of the timeout. Greece goes to work on the 6-on-5, trying to take the lead back here in this back and forth battle for 5th. Out high. There's a look, and it is on the money. Plevritou scored not long ago, and Vasiliki back at it. 7-6 Greece. Always good to give our Plevritou update from the sisters. And Vasiliki now with 2. Eleftheria with 1. Nothing just yet from Margarita. A 7-6 advantage. Two and a half to play in the third quarter. Turning. Ooh, and they are still tied up. Ghilardi and Iliniati, and this is the second time in a matter of moments that Ghilardi did not convert on the offensive end and then just could not separate herself, and she is sent off again. And again, a power play here for Greece. Oddly enough, and we have the luxury here of looking at her positioning, Ghilardi would have been better with the backhand that time.
Yeah.
Save, Stamatopoulos. Actually make that Boncelli. Boncelli with a nice stop. With 1:54 to go. They go back inside. 4 Whitecaps show up as they attempt to surround Medio Kefalotakis. And so Greece now 2 for 4 on the 6-on-5. 90 seconds to go in the third. Sensing a little chippiness developing here as we get towards the end of the third, and that skip will only add to the heat in this one. Silvia Avegno, 6 goals yesterday. Wouldn't be long before she makes her mark in this contest, and she ties things up at 7.
And we're tied at 7. 16 left in the third period.
You picking up that vibe? But just a little.
2 very emotionally expressive teams here, too. You can see the passion, not only from the players, but from the coaching staff.
.105 remaining in the third. 7-all. 5th place at stake. Medio Kefalotakis surrounded. Italy ready to drop to guard against the powerful center. It'll leave Greece with options from the outside. They'll take it, and Boncelli gets a piece of that on a heater from Iliniati. It'll come back in with 49 seconds left, 20 on the shot clock. Offensive. Medio Kefalotakis, the guilty party. Tough day at the office for centers right now.
Yeah.
Coming up on 30 seconds left. There's the quick delivery, but the block is there from Stamatopoulos. Palmetti tried to go fast. Greece was ready. Shot clock is off. Now 20 seconds left. Here's Medio Kefalotakis out in space. Picked up around mid-pool. Greece can play for the last shot here. Letteriadou firing. Rebound controlled by Italy. They have time. With 2 seconds left. Last chance, and that one does not reach the cage. And we will head to the 4th quarter. All even. 7-7. After Italy pushed ahead at halftime, Greece erased that deficit only to end up right where we were early on, deadlocked. We come back with the 4th quarter. After this break, listen in to the Italian huddle.
Dobbiamo essere un poco più pulite nel perimetro. Siamo belle larghe da 1 a posizione 5, non ci avviciniamo da 1 e da 5. Siamo larghe e facciamo arrivare, quando fanno questa zona la palla non la giochiamo più a 1, ma la dobbiamo giocare da quest'altro lato. Quindi il centrocampo si sposta da quest'altro lato. Va bene, con questa zona qua che fanno? Anche se non c'è l'entrata, facciamo un perimetro bello largo e facciamo arrivare la palla a 5, la palla a 1 non si gioca più. Una volta l'abbiamo giocata e Silvio ha fatto gol, perché comunque è da là che ci sta la superiorità. Di là siamo chiuse, il marcatore si mette in anticipo verso 1, quindi noi andiamoci a prendere i centrocampisti, non a prendere lo spazio, piano piano, facciamo passare la palla per ogni posizione, da 2 a 3, da 3 a 4, da 4 a 5 e facciamo cadere la palla da 5 al centro buono. Va bene ragazzi, uomini in più ragazzi, ora va bene che dobbiamo andare a tirare, però 2 uomini in più non sfruttare. sfruttati, una doppia superiorità non sfruttata, un uomo in più tirato subito, là dobbiamo anche capire quando è il momento di affrettare o meno. Ora dobbiamo andare un poco più nel gioco, quindi continuiamo, il 3 non l'abbiamo mai fatto, da quando abbiamo detto di fare 3 non l'abbiamo mai fatto.
Fourth quarter ahead, Italy 7, Greece 7. Power plays, they've started to even out a bit. Greece 2 for 4, Italy 2 for 7 unofficially. Each team has converted once on the penalty. Cody, the thing that jumps out to me as I think about this fourth quarter is who can stay composed over the next 8 minutes, because tempers are starting to flare.
Yeah, definitely an issue I think both teams have run into. But I don't know. I'm excited to see what happens.
Italy will get us started. Avenio controlling. They go inside. Palmetti didn't like it, deals that out. Here's a look. Cross cage, the skip. Pretty from Marletta. She has 4. And Italy pulls back in front. Now 8-7 here early in the fourth.
Great heads-up play, kicking that ball out.
And that was near side. Not across the way, but the same result. Got the goalie guessing. Looking in at 2 meters. Italy's done a nice job neutralizing Sanaki as of late. She hasn't gotten her hand on the ball, and now they take it away. Here's Tabani. Lots of slapping in the water, no calls. Avenio now. Backed out to about 7 meters. Palmetti has a little space to work with if they can go to her, but the shot clock is about to expire. In the meantime, Stamatopoulos able to come up with that denial, which works in Italy's favor now. They can have extended life on offense here. .20 back on the clock. A lot of grabbing and holding here. Everyone trying to show that suit while also play their position. Shot clock to 6. Now Palmetti tries to catch her on the hand. The official deeming that pass a little too far away. Not going to be rewarded there with a call. Palmetti tries to sell it with that dive to the goal, to no avail. Short advantage here. Here's Sanaki. Just when you think they hadn't gotten to use her, she finds a way through. And she ties this up at 8. Her third. The standout is part of the Olympiacos club and just so versatile with that left hand. Fading backwards and puts it across the way low.
This Greek team is full of such talented passers. It really has to be a perfect pass on the hand to get that dry and get that shot off so quickly.
6 minutes left now. Yeah, their center is not the traditional look, not the huge size, but as you've said earlier, Cody, so mobile.
Presents its own web of problems for the defenders.
Here's a classic center into Palmetti. Just an ordinary. Shot clock to 6. And trying to spin inside the defense was Tabani. Lost control of that ball. Looking for a call, nothing doing. And we go the other way with 5:35 to play. Lifetime sub here for Greece as they bring back in Ninu, who's played big. Chiuti. Lob attempt just off the post. Plevritu. And Italy will call for time with 5:16 to play. An 8-8 game here in this 5th place matchup. Don't forget, bronze medal to follow at 5 p.m. local time. Spain and Hungary at 7 p.m. Team USA and the Dutch for gold. Let's listen in to the Italian timeout.
Ragazzi, quando fanno ora questa cosa qua, isolamento di 1 verso 5, ok? Appena vanno a zona da 4, uno subito taglia verso 5 e 2 va verso 1, ok? Ora ti giri da 2, sì, però subito sì, immediato.
Timeout complete. No 6-on-5, just a classic possession. Italy just a chance to kind of refocus.
Yeah, they had both of their timeouts leading into this 4th quarter, so even just giving a little bit of a breather to the group, still holding on to one of those timeouts in case of an advantage later in the quarter.
Bianconi. Grease all over the pool. Under 5 to play in the 4th. Picozzi. Pass over the top. Shot clock winding down now with 6. Where does Italy go? Inside, Palmetti just shovels that out. It leads to this. Stamatopoulos adds another save. 13 saves thus far for Ioana Stamatopoulos. Excellent effort in cage. Her counterpart, Caterina Bencelli, with 9 for Italy. 4.5 to go in the 4th. Hideriotti. From the outside, Ninu. A rocket. 9-8 Greece. One goal edge thanks to Irini Ninu. Just pounds that cross cage. And a 1-goal edge. So again, Italy will have to battle back. Bianconi trying to size up that opportunity. Gallardi back in, carrying 2 fouls, and Gallardi's going to want to forget this game. Every time she has gotten down low, it's been a missed opportunity, an exclusion, an offensive foul. It's been a tough day. Remember, no Agnes Cocchieri today for Italy. Usually one of their go-tos at 2 meters. On this end now, Sanaki, she's been the go-to. She draws the power play. Greece with a chance to go in front by 2. Yiannopoulos. Plevritu gives a look. Around the way, and the save. Bencelli ready, halting that 6-on-5, and now Italy will get their own. Big potential for a swing here. Greece stopped on the 6-on-5. Italy now on the power play, trailing 9-8, 3:20 to go. The exclusion will go against Sanaki. Picozzi gets it back. Out to Bianconi from 6 meters. A little closer, they like it. Viacava. The power play is good to go for Italy. Their 3rd 6-on-5 connect. This one from Viacava. They just kept inching their way in a little bit closer. And Viacava at about 5 meters buries it.
It's so difficult to recover from these backcourt ejections because ideally you're able to show your hands and catch up by the time your player gets to the offense. But if you get ejected in the backcourt, it's giving them an opportunity out of potentially nothing.
9-9. 2:50 remaining in the 4th. just like our 7th place game. Knotted up, coming down to the wire. We'll see a power play. Medio Kefalataki. And again, this kind of hesitation on the exclusion that is confusing many of the players. And now we're back underway on the power play. Eleftheriou off the post. What a block. Bancelli getting in front of that one and then trying to swim it away from danger. And we won't go far though. In transition, that's Giustini. Tangled up in the suit on transition, and now back to Greece. 9-9, 2:24 to go. Eleftheriou. Plevritou takes a look. They fire this ball around the perimeter. Shot clock to 11. Where does Greece go? Medio Kefalataki battling on the inside. Italy everywhere. Greece with 5. Save. Bancelli does it again. 11 saves now for the keeper. Under 2 to play in the 4th. Here's Marletta. Marletta, lob attempt, tipped away. Will stay here. Stamatopoulou with the block. The goalies showing out here in this 4th quarter. "14 saves for that woman. Ioana Stamatopoulou. Plays for Olympiacos, as so many on this Greece roster do. 1:25 left. They go back in. Looking for a turn, not there. The takeaway, they swarm Gallardi. And Plevritou with the steal. As we are inching up on 1 minute to go. Greece, a couple of lifetime subs potential. They're hanging tight by the side of the pool as we move on. 1:06 to play in the 4th. 9-9. 5th place match here at the Women's Water Polo World Cup. Entry in. Looking to pass out and just out of bounds. Medio Kefalataki trying to find Eleftheriou, but ends up out of play, picked up by Bancelli. And now Italy with a chance to go in front. 9-9, 48 seconds left in the 4th. Giustini out high. Marletta looking in at Gallardi. They go here to Tabani. Just an ordinary. Plenty of time. 37 seconds on the game clock, 14 on the shot. Offensive. They called Gallardi for an offensive foul. Italy in disbelief. What a tough day for Giuditta Gallardi. Another offensive foul. Official signaling she was using her off arm to hold the wrist of the defender. So that will give the ball back to Greece. They call for time. We'll listen in.
Θα πας στο κέντρο του τέρματος. Και πολύ καθαρά θα κάνεις ρολ να δεις προς το πρώτο. Νικόλ, πας στο σουτ. Πια στο 4 εσύ. Πάει στο 3 εξέ, 1 Ιλίνου, 2 Ελευθερία. Θα μπήξει ένα κάνουμε κάθετα στο δεκάρι. Πρόσεχε, λίγο θα ματήσει εδώ.
Some final thoughts from Coach Alexia Kamenu. And if you're Italy, what frustration here, because you're getting the ball on the inside and just repeatedly it has not worked.
Yeah, I mean, it's so tough at the center position because everybody's out grabbing everybody. It's like the chicken or the egg. She was grabbing me first, I was grabbing her first. And it's tough to see whenever that ball comes in, whoever's caught red-handed is the one who gets the call. So super tough there.
Greece, a chance to go in front. Depending on the timing, Italy may get one more look. About a 3-second difference, shot and game clock. 5th place at stake here at the World Cup. Greece working that ball around. They also want to use some of this clock. Into Sanaki, she's surrounded. That's an exclusion and a power play. Shot clock is off now. Greece can play for the final shot to try and take this game. 10 seconds left. Around the perimeter they go. 7 seconds. Out high, near side, inside, put it home! With 2 seconds left, Sanaki. 10-9 Greece.
And it's timeout for Italy, just under 3 seconds on the clock.
A little bit of a double post look. They had Midio Kefalotaki and Sanaki in there. How dangerous lefty and righty at 2 meters. And the left-hander comes through again, as she has so often today. 4 huge goals to give Greece the edge. Italy now with a timeout. And they'll see if they can pull a rabbit out of the hat here. 7-on-6, presumably. What a finish in this one. Last chance here for Italy. 7-on-6. They'll bring the keeper, Vancelli, up. Just about 3 seconds, 2.8. They will have to go extremely fast to try and get a shot away here. Vancelli moving up. Clock is rolling. She's got to go. Puts it on cage. Save is made. Stamatopoulos. And that's all in this one. Greece will hang on 10-9 to pick up the victory over Italy and take 5th place here at the World Cup. And a thriller with moments remaining. They go inside, and the talented lefty center, Eleni Sanaki, able to hit her 4th and final. Huge day for her, Cody, and then you have to look at the goalkeeping. Stamatopoulos, 16 stops. Both keepers were huge in the 4th, but those 2 for Greece really tell it in the 4th.
Yeah, my goodness. And these are not easy shots to block. She was really having to work for every single one of those, and a huge defensive effort on both sides.
Look at some of the final numbers here, and both teams end up getting their chances on the power play. Greece 2 for 9, Italy 2 for 11, according to the official stats here. For the Italians, we look at their leaders on offense. Claudia Marletta with 3 goals. Daphne Bettini with 2. Their goalkeeper played well as well. You have to give props to Caterina Vancelli. 11 saves there. As we await our player of the match interviews, here's a look at your big offensive numbers on both sides. And just what you'd expect here. These were the sorts of games we're getting today that you expect at the World Cup. Good energy, high stakes, and players really performing at their best.
Yeah, super fun to watch. I'm excited for these next 2 to get started, and I think Greece can be happy with that win.
We've got the bronze medal on the way to be followed by our gold medal match. So we've had a couple of tight contests here to get started. 2 one-goal games. We'll see if we can keep that trend going. Spain and Hungary coming up at 5 p.m. local time. For Cody Roberts, Greg Meskel saying thanks for joining us. And now time for our player of the match awards and interviews. So stay with us to hear more from our top player, coaches, and the rest of those that competed in this big battle.
Eleni, congratulations. 5th place in the World Cup. I think it's something good for Greece. But can we speak about this game first? You played very well, but also the whole team was very strong until the end.
It was a tough game. It's a team that we will face in the World Champs, so we wanted to make them see that we are a better team, and it was a good game. It wasn't a good tournament for us, but the World Champs is on the road, so we are waiting for it.
I understand that it was a very important game because you will face to Italy in Fukuoka. Can you just tell some secrets maybe that how did you prepare for this game? Did you have video sessions, or how was the preparation?
Everything, yeah. We have video. We are doing tactics in the swimming pool, in the less, in the extra. We are not ready yet, but we will be there.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Alexia, congratulations. Don't look so serious. I think your team played very well. And it was a very exciting game, so all the people really liked this, enjoyed this. Did you enjoy the game?
Very much. Congratulations also to the team of Italy because it was a really nice game, I think. The score was very close in all the games, so I think we were calm in the last moments. Thankfully, they heard what I asked from them, and this makes me happy. But we have to improve more in the defense.
Eleni, she was the player of the game. She said that it was very important for the team because you will face them in Fukuoka. Was it really important, or what was in your mind, in your tactics?
Well, we know very well that it will be a different game, more serious, but it was very good for our psychology. We've been away many days. We are really tired, but we have to be tired in the moment. We will face every problem we have when we go back home, and we will try our best in the World Championships.
I just saw on the social media that it's 17 days until the World Championship. How will you prepare, or what is your program, the Greek team, what is the program of the Greek team until Fukuoka?
Well, they are very tired. I think every team will be focused more in tactics now to make them feel better in their body and their mind, psychologically to be ready because every game will be difficult in Fukuoka. We have a very big trip, so a few days rest when we go home and hard work to correct all my oral faults.
So have a good rest and have a good preparation. Thank you.
Polo. Number 2, La Serie, number 2. Number 3, Camino and Anastasio Perez. In the white cap, entry pass goes in, and the shot. Launch the lob, and then breaks free, looking for the redirect. Then the second effort, and Ishinaki punches it in. Kava in the post, thumb out in the other, and the ball goes in. And the shot working into the center forward spot. And the shot from the outside. And lobs it across. Closing back. Sidearm skips it in. That's number 10, Claudia Marletta. Then a new ball into set, kicks it out, and looking for the near 3 blue. Shot fired, 3 blue. Shot fired, they lob it in, and the shot swatted out. Second improvised, Kamakopoulos. They race in, bring it in. Connects over, crosses it over. And never. Back on top to Bettini. And from the Edi puts the ball in the set. Outlets over, Bianconi. Ball goes into set. And the backhand. Top. Edi. Bars down and out. And number 2 nails the corner. Edi with the ball. One more pass. And the shot. Edi careful attacking. Works it in 2 meters and a shot from the outside. As they race in, the ring drops. And Italy gets the ball first. Ball goes in, gets kicked out. And times it perfectly. Indiana puts the ball in the set. And a very new shot. Looking for the lob. Into the post. Congratulations to Greece taking the fifth place.